Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're talking about Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon is allegedly going to be traded. They're exploring the options. So let's get right into today's video. If you're an Indiana Pacers fan or just an NBA fan, let me hear your thoughts down below. This man is making, god dang, about $22 million. And I want to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think his trade value is? Like and subscribe. Let's get right into 150 videos a month. Malcolm Brogdon's making about $22 million right now. And look, he makes about the same money as Terry Rozier, Mike Conley, Fred VanVleet, Lonzo Ball, Marcus Smart, Spencer, a little bit more than Spencer Dinwiddie and Derek White and Eric Bledsoe and Ricky Rubio and Markelle Fultz and DeJounte Murray, but less than D'Angelo Russell, Kyle Lowry, Terry Rozier, Mike Conley, okay, and De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray. So to get an idea of where his value is in terms. And now, statistically, if you look at him in Indiana, he's been a guy who's averaged about 19 points a night, shooting, from the field, 44.7% and 35% from three, and his 2-point percentage is 50%. He scores 50% on 2-point shots, okay? And he's a guy who dishes out about 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds, gets about a steal a game, and half a block. Okay? I say, for a contending team, he's the perfect fourth option. Arguably even the third option, but I think he'd be perfect. Like, he was the third option for the Bucks when they had Chris Middleton and Giannis before Drew Holiday went there, and he wasn't bad. Obviously, I think Malcolm Brogdon, when you look at the trade market, I really think a deal for Eric Bledsoe and you package in, the Portland Trailblazers right now, the roster for the Blazers, I think if you look at it, who would they put in there? Look, I think the Trailblazers are a team that definitely could trade Eric Bledsoe, maybe package a first-round pick in there. Also, I don't know why my stuff is, and I had to restart the video. Well, I didn't restart. I just had to switch recording softwares. So Eric Bledsoe, and you can package Nazir Little and a first-round pick for Malcolm Brogdon. Would you guys take that? Nazir Little, he's a guy who can play small forward and power forward. And he's an athletic freak. I know he hasn't done much in his career and he's suffered injuries, but Eric Bledsoe, Nazir Little, that brings it to about $23 million. And you get a first-round pick, I would take that deal. Would you guys take it? I think that's not a bad deal for Malcolm Brogdon. No, if we look at others, I don't think first off, I would, if I'm a Minnesota Timberwolves, Magic, and I'm blanking on Magic, Timberwolves, and then you could, Wizards. Magic, Timberwolves, Wizards fan. Then my dad's a Celtics fan, so I do respect them. But I would trade D'Angelo Russell straight up for Malcolm Brogdon. I don't think the Pacers would do that, but I would give him a second-round pick in Russell for Malcolm Brogdon. I would not give up a first if I was the T-Wolves. Now, you look at the rest, I can't see any of the other guys. Maybe Mike Conley, but at that point, Pacers would be going older, and they wouldn't do that. And the only reason I'm saying they would trade for Eric Bledsoe is they can buy him out, and then he's off the books, okay? And I wouldn't think that wouldn't be too terrible of an option. Now, if you think they're going to go younger, there's players out there, and I think definitely, if you just look at all positions, it's definitely an interesting situation that they are, because Malcolm Brogdon, he's not a bad NBA player, but in terms of what he makes, $22 million, that's not a bad contract, but you have to find someone who is younger or of the same age that you could break that money into, or just straight up trade, or it's just going to be a buyout option. Like, if they traded Malcolm Brogdon for Danilo Gallinari, it's because they want to take Danilo Gallinari's contract, release him, and he's only guaranteed $5 million. So there are deals like that they could do, or even if Jalen Brunson leaves, or they do a sign and trade for Jalen Brunson, send him to the Knicks. What if they send Tim Hardaway Jr. for Malcolm Brogdon to replace, Jalen Brunson on the Dallas Mavericks? Tim Hardaway Jr. goes over to the Pacers. I know he's a little older, but fits next to Chris Duarte and Tyrese Halliburton. Right there, you have the 1, 2, 3 guard spots figured out, and you get a center in Miles Turner. Okay, all you need is a power forward, baby, and you have O'Shea Brissett, who had some good moments. So there's moves like that I think are definitely options. Or, they could also try to bring in a sharpshooter like Duncan Robinson and try to get a first-round pick for that, I think there's definitely moves out there that they can make that are smart and good. Like, Luke Kennard is a guy that they could trade for, and then they could ask for Zubac. Luke Kennard and Zubac, and maybe a first-round pick for Malcolm Brogdon. I think that's definitely all feasible deals that should be honestly looked at if they haven't. Okay, so I want to hear your thoughts down below. What would you do if you're the Pacers?